Sometimes all it takes for our fears and anxieties from our biggest dreams and aspirations to dissipate is a few friends to provide that push. A single push that allows ourselves to look past our veil of self-doubt and put good faith that we can achieve any goal as long as we're in the right company. Then there are times where we're forced to move on, to march on ahead in the face of unknown challenges and abandon the complacency that we once knew. And while the change can bring out great excitement, there's a lingering layer of worry that rests within us, begging us to go back, that it's not too late and that we don't yet have to change. But we continue on, as a famous philosopher once said, when you hit the point of no return, that's the moment it truly becomes a journey. If you can still turn back, it's not really a journey.
誰の言葉？
私
There are very few anime that have actively changed the way that I think about the world, but today we're gonna talk about one of them. So pack your travel dictionaries, get your parental signatures, and let's embark on an adventure to a place further than the universe. The 13-episode Madhouse original follows four teenage girls, Mari, Shirase, Hinata, and Yuzuki, who despite having different reasons all share the same goal of going on an expedition to Antarctica. Throughout the show, each episode goes through their challenges and triumphs from their journey, but feels more like what we would go through with any large transition in our lives. The fluffy idea of change and adventure, the anxiety and fear of being fully committed, the unexpected issues, the achievements, and the bittersweetness of it all ending and finally moving on. Even though the series on the surface is just cute girls do adventure things, there's so much more here as we look into the motivation that each girl has for going on this adventure. Shirase wants to find her mom, Hinata wants to do something special before she starts exam prep for college, Yuzuki, who's best girl by the way, has to host a documentary. And the motivation that resonated with me the most was Mari wanting to stop wasting her youth. Although the lovable characters make the series feel like you've just tagged along with a group of friends going on a trip and the story is somewhat simple, it is incredibly inspiring. I've read posts of people actually taking an expedition to Antarctica or to travel to some far unknown place, but I feel the takeaway doesn't have to be as grandiose, especially if you can't afford that $10,000 price tag. To me, the idea of not wasting your youth is better said as not wasting your time. And personally, I love spending my time daydreaming. Being able to shut everything away and just live within the confines of my own imagination is peaceful and relaxing. Being able to think and wonder of all the things I want to do and experience, from self-inserting to OP isekai protagonists, imagining what future me will be like, or just having pretend arguments about the order of pouring cereal, I spent a lot of time with my own thoughts. Sometimes it's a great source for thinking of things I'd be interested in pursuing, and sometimes it's a great curse. It can leave me stunned as to what to do next with all the choices presented, like scrolling through Netflix wondering what show to watch. It's in those moments that even imagining that I'll find something entertaining to watch or something that scratches a very particular itch of what I'm feeling that day becomes more comfortable than actually settling down and doing something. Similar to Mari's case, the idea of making the most of your youth and your time is so much more tantalizing on paper. Claiming to your friends and family that you want to do something big, but actually doing it is an entirely separate challenge. Your mind overthinks things and starts to become a burden to yourself as small roadblocks seemingly become massive walls that you can't overcome, leading to our dreams to be something that we push away to tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Eventually, we get to the point where we can't move any further, that we're too saddled with our current responsibilities and life in general to achieve the dreams we've held so closely in our hearts. But life achievements don't have a due date. My 8th grade English teacher gave us a really great metaphor as we were graduating. At the time, she put it in the context of just middle school, but looking back at it, she was setting it up for us to apply it to life as a whole. It goes along the lines of, life is a race. We all begin at the same place, and although our times may differ, we all reach the finish line. Maybe there was some nihilistic interpretation and she was trying to teach us about our own mortality and the futility of effort, but I'm hoping that she was trying to send a little bit more of a positive message to a class full of teenagers. To me, this means that there's no such thing as deadlines on your dreams. Graduations, job promotions, marriage, kids, travel destinations, there's no set in stone age where you can't achieve something. After all, an achievement made late is better than no achievement at all. You may say to yourself that it's not the right time, but is there ever a right time? What if the perfect conditions never arrive? Will you simply give up? What will it take for you to finally take your first step? The most important thing is to not become stagnant, to hope that you never look back in reflection and realize that years have gone by and nothing's changed, that you're still the person you were in the past and you haven't improved at all. That's not to say you need to be making significant progress towards some overarching life goal every single second or even every single day, but to continually make yourself better in your own special way is what makes life such a unique gift. That each and every day we have the chance to do something and build up to our dreams. We just have the responsibility of never settling, to keep pushing for what our hearts desire even in the face of challenge. Even if it seems like those dreams are too far away, I'll borrow from everyone's favorite hobo war criminal and say, just keep moving forward. There's one scene that really stuck with me, and it's in episode 2 where Mari, Shirase, and Hinata are running from the Civilization expedition members. There's a moment of realization in Mari's eyes that this is what she's looking for. It's not like if they got caught that they'd get arrested or something, but the direction of them running down the narrow alleyways, breathing the nightlife air, and running like their lives depended on it, it all culminates into a scene that screams, I'm here and I'm alive. That finally, with the friend she's found, her dream to finally have her youth in motion can begin. This is the point of no return in the series, where the 3 girls have crossed the line of just being high schoolers with a fluffy pipe dream. All of them are fully committed and won't back down from any challenge that gets in their way of making their journey to Antarctica a reality. Some of my greatest memories have been sporadic moments with friends, whether it's just been traveling to see a concert hours away on a school night, meeting up for meals together, or just wanting to share a few moments together while we were free. Sometimes the greatest opportunities are the ones that show up on your doorstep, and it's up to you whether or not you want to take the plunge. To get together with the people that mean the most to you, and to make the most of the time that you can with good company. To leave the comfortable bubble you once knew and journey into the unknown, to make memories that can fundamentally change who you are, how you view the world, and what you believe you can accomplish. There are many more things I want to do and I'm excited to hopefully achieve. Things like traveling internationally, making videos, and talking about things I'm passionate about, and being a student forever and to never stop learning. Although it's much more about the journey, the struggles, and the triumphs along the way that make the end destination all the more impactful and memorable. And of course, it's one thing to dream and imagine yourself doing these things. It's completely another set of challenges to start and follow through with your ambition. But I hope that you and I will be able to find that push or adventure in ourselves wherever it may take us. That we can ask ourselves what it is we truly aspire to be or do. That we can find the support from either ourselves or those around us to take that leap and never look back. That hopefully someday we can find our place further than the universe. I really do love this series. There's a good reason I have it on my anime 3x3, because it's honestly my perfect anime. From everything from the art, the animation, the music, the character interactions and chemistry, and just the general takeaway message, it's a complete package for me. If you've not watched it yet and you're feeling like you need a pick-me-up anime, I highly encourage you to give this show a shot, and hopefully you can be inspired like I was. But anyways, that's all I have, so to wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again, take care everyone.